My name is Jim Omahan. I'm the field deputy for Council Member Jose Huizar. That's the 14th district. So these are contact numbers that you can call and get information or make a complaint. And lastly, I want to invite you all to watch the kids. And it's not only so much watch the kids, watch the road, but it's also watch out for kids in the crazy 21st century we're in these days. And, you know.
I'm going to go first, actually, because it seems like most of the people that came are actually from my area. We were expecting them to be from Lenning's. We didn't get to do the whole meet and greet thing first, but believe it or not, we were not separated at birth. We're great buds, but he gets redder. Yeah. But if we can get something like this going, I'm just, yeah. My name is Red Falconer. I've been a senior lead officer for 5 years. I've worked Northeast Division for 12 years now. So remember, you got to keep that in mind. There's only one of us to go for so many miles. Lenny's area covers from north of Avenue 40 on up. And again, I've told you mine. Neighborhood watch is what you make it. Okay, neighborhood watches are really effective if you're involved. If you just start a one big meeting because of one incident or something like that, and then the enthusiasm dies out, it's worthless. You're wasting your time. You got to keep kind of pumped up about it. It doesn't have to be every month you meet at someone's house, and every month you go over the crime statistics and depressing things and stuff like that. The neatest neighborhood watch groups are the ones that kind of surprise you, where instead of meeting at a house, we all pick a corner to meet on in your neighborhood. And sure, I'm going to come with the crime statistics and what you should be looking out for this week, and here's the latest crime trend or something like that. But everybody brings a thing of rubber gloves and a trash bag and a stick with a nail on it, and we start walking down the street. And while we're talking about what's going on in your neighborhood, what are we doing? We're picking up recyclables or trash or something like that. The street where I live, if somebody comes and parks and sits there for more than about 10 minutes and somebody doesn't know that person, somebody's walking out there with either a camera or a little pad of paper like this and a pen, and they're not shy. They'll walk right up to the car like that and walk back in the house. That person in that car knows what? Somebody has seen them, somebody's got the plate, and someone's interested. Okay? You don't have to have film in the camera, but if you walk outside and go like that, and they know, oh, if I'm up to no good, I'm getting the heck out of Dodge.
Somebody's like parked in front of my house. I'm not going to go out there with the camera. I don't know who it is. I'm not going out with the camera. I'm not writing down their license plate. I'm not saying much more than hi. Yeah. Because they're scared of the living daylights out of me. So I'm not. Oh, I'm watching you. I'm not watching you. I don't see you. I don't know what the hell you look like.
But it's something that when you get into the problems in Eagle Rock, in the area, is really a property crime area, where we have the vandalism, we have the theft from vehicles, we have the GTAs. And a lot of that can be solved by what we call hardening the target. When you leave your iPod, when you leave your GPS in your car, when you leave your money, when you leave your backpack, purse, well, I'm just running in the house for a little bit. You're opening yourself up to be a target. And when you remove those items, it's no longer, okay, well, I'm going to go on to the next car and see. If you leave your suction cup to your GPS on your window, well, somebody wants to see if you left your GPS in your glove box, okay, because they know you have one. Good idea is when you take everything out, if you're going to be gone for an extended period of time, or if you're downtown or what have you, open up your glove box. Leave your glove box open. Let somebody walking know that, okay, well, all you got is the owner's manual, and some stale chips. But, I don't even know what's in mine.
As many times as I've done this in 13 years, it amazes me the number of people, except for tonight now, that live next to somebody for a long time, they don't know their neighbors. You got to know your neighbors, okay? Even if you don't get along with them, you're not drinking buddies on the weekends, get to know them. Okay. Graffiti, people call us all the time, and we're happy to do it. You can do it yourselves. You call 311, or you call the number we can give you for the station. 2 days later, that graffiti is painted out and it's gone. You don't have to look at it anymore, okay? More things like getting the place cleaned up and people out walking, okay? What are bad guys? They're like cockroaches. You shine some visibility on them or you shine some light on them, they take off running and this and that. Most of the crime committed by the gang members around here is not crime against the average person. It's most of the time against another gang member, okay? If you look at the statistic, it's not against the homeowner or the solid citizen, if you will. Most of the time it's gang on gang, and sometimes we get in the way of it, okay? But if you're out there walking your dog, or you're out there trimming the petunias in the parkway or whatever it is, they're not likely to do that because there might be a witness to it, okay? A lot of this tagging you see out there is these little 12-year-old guys with a backpack on that you could sit there solidly give them a kick in the butt because they're out there tagging, and then all of a sudden everyone's scared. What for? You know, it's an 11-year-old.
From like 6 to 8, or in the evenings, like around maybe 10, 12, even 1 or 2 in the morning, you see people walking around Verdugo Vista Terrace. They're either handing out the pizza coupons or anything like that. I have 8-foot fences around my house, and there was somebody that put a pizza coupon in my back door. What? So that means they had to pry open my gate and put it in the back door. That morning, I also saw the guy going around and trying to open his car door. So you go outside, you yell, I have a giant dog who has no fear, and you go outside, and they're ready, and by that time, they're
Like
gone.
your house.
But
Lighting, make it as visible. Trimming down the bushes so your windows are visible from the street. So somebody can't hide behind a bush and work on your window while cars are driving by and not even knowing it. But the biggest thing, and you guys are right here, it's getting to know each other. Being able to say, hey, you know what, I met this person at the meeting. I don't mind going over and talking to him. I saw something. Let me call over there. That is the biggest crime fighting tool that LAPD, nobody else could ever match.
Look at your mailbox. If you're on Division Street or on a busy street and it's very easy to drive by and just open up your mailbox and take the mail, guess what? You know, sooner or later you will be a victim of mailbox theft if you haven't been already. So just keep that in mind as well.
Someone going to your mailbox? You know what? I'm going to bump up the scale on that. Hey, let's call 911. I got some jackass over here breaking into a mailbox, and here's his description: hat on backwards, sweatshirt, Raiders thing, whatever it may be. Someone's getting the recycling. Happens every day. That's up to you. Did you leave your credit card application in there or not? You just take it on a case-by-case basis. The problem with our department sometimes is the paperwork. Okay, it's always the paperwork. I can hear the trees in Oregon screaming right now. God no! It's because there's so much paperwork. I talked to somebody earlier. Told them to get, and I'm not kidding you. I'm not exaggerating. One arrest for one guy with an open can of beer is like 12 pages. 12 pages for one open can of beer, okay? So if you go and you get 2 officers in a car and they grab one person for some fireworks, they're gone for the rest of the shift. If you see us driving by and there's some guy pushing a shopping cart, he's got an open 40-ounce beer in a thing, we make an arrest on that guy. You're not going to see us for the other 8 hours. Now what if there's a shooting or a bank robbery or God knows what's going to happen in the city? You don't have us because we're all tied up.